Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Rakdos Burn Aggro. It's a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 1.6, 27 non-creatures, 11 creatures, and 22 lands. Very fast deck, right? The idea behind the deck is to play this card basically. It's Oni Cult Anvil. This card says, whenever an artifact you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 construct artifact creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. And then if you flip it over, it says sacrifice an artifact, it deals 1 damage and you gain 1 life. So pretty straightforward, and I believe you've seen it a lot on the ladder. It's definitely a card that I've wanted to cover but didn't really know what shell to play it on or in. So this is the shell that I came up with. It's basically all 1 mana and 2 mana spells, and it works very good because you don't need anything more than that. We have so much synergies within the deck itself, so let's break it down for you guys. We start with 3 Warlock class. It drains, it deals damage, it does it all, right? It looks at the top 2 cards of your library, so it plays along with the theme of the deck, which is burn. You're trying to burn your opponent, you're trying to kill them as fast as possible in any, within any means. So very good card, 3 of, because this is the ratio that I came up with. I had to change so many to make it work, and it finally started working. Then we have a 4 Experimental Synthesizer. When it's an artifact for 1 mana, whenever it comes onto the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, you basically exile the top card, and you can play it within that turn itself. So pretty good card. It's a very good sacrifice material for the Anvil here, and also it's a pretty good value card as well. Also you can pay 3 mana and get a 2/2 Samurai, activate only as a sorcery, of course. Also, we have 2 Reinforced Ronin. This card, I've had my eyes on it before the set even came out, and I think it fits very well within the deck, and I'll tell you guys why. So if you play Reinforced Ronin and you have this onto the battlefield, and then you reach the end of your turn and this bounces back to your hand, you get a 1/1. So it synergizes very well with this card, and it also synergizes very well with Patchwork Automaton. It says whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Patchwork Automaton. So what you do is you play Reinforced Ronin on top of this card, then Reinforced Ronin bounces, and now you have every turn you have a way to make this bigger, to make this creature bigger. Obviously you can go the route where you play like 4 of, but it doesn't really work that well because you're not mainly playing an aggro deck, you're mainly playing a burn deck. That's why I had to cut down to two of each. And also I found a lot of instances where Reinforced Ronin doesn't really do much if you don't have this on the battlefield or this. So 2 is the sweet spot for this card. Now we get to the other part, which are the blood tokens. The blood tokens really make this deck alive, right? This card needs artifacts, and you can either make them with treasures, or you can go the safe route and the easy route and make them with blood tokens. This card also is very important because it deals 1 damage, and it contributes more to the burn theme of the deck. So it deals 1 damage, and you create a blood token which you can sacrifice and make a 1/1 creature basically, and drain your opponent more. So very important to have the Voldaren Epicure here. Also, we have 2 Voltage Surge, not more than 2. I tried more than 2. It's very clunky, some instances you don't even need this card, to be honest. So it deals 2 damage, but it would deal 4 damage instead if you sacrifice an artifact. So if you sacrifice, for example, a synthesizer, you get value off of it, right? If you sacrifice a blood token, you get value, and you see what I mean here. You can even sacrifice a Ronin if you have no other use for this card, for example. So 1 mana deal 4 is pretty well, and since our deck generates a lot of artifacts, it's pretty good. The card is pretty good here. We also get to our 4 of Deadly Dispute. Very straightforward. You can sacrifice your Epicure, you can sacrifice your blood tokens, you can sacrifice the synthesizer, and you get a draw 3. So very good, and a must-have in this deck as well. This is our draw card, and whenever we run out of cards in hand, we absolutely need this card to be there for us. So very important card, and very important to have 4 of in the deck. Also, we need spot removal that deals, sometimes you want to deal more than 4 damage. You want to kill a big creature, for example. So you need a card that can kill a creature instantly whenever you want. For example, if you're playing against like a rune deck and their creature is too big, you know, your Surge or your Meat Hook Massacre might not get through. That's why you need a Infernal Grasp. You need a card like that that kills a creature right away. So 2 of is a must in the deck, at least a 2 of. Then we get to our very other important card within the deck. This card contributes to the aggro side of the deck. It's Sanguine Statuette. It basically enters the battlefield. You make a blood token, and whenever a blood token gets sacrificed, it becomes a 3/3 artifact with haste. Very good to keep that in mind because it plays very well with a lot of the cards over here. We obviously have so many ways to sacrifice blood tokens, so we have so many ways to mobilize this card and have it attack. And the more that you stack on the battlefield, the better. You know, they get in, you have to only sacrifice 1 blood token to mobilize like 3 copies. So very good card here. We also get down to our final blood token card, which is Blood Tithe Harvester. 2 mana, 3/2. The stats are well, you know, it can act as a removal spell as well. You don't really need to sacrifice the blood tokens. You just sacrifice the creature itself to kill another creature. So you have to keep that in mind. You know, that's why it plays a very good role here. Also, it sacrifices to the Deadly Dispute. It can crew our Bankbuster, Reckoner Bankbuster, which is very well. And then we talked about our main card here. We talked about Patchwork Automaton. Obviously, it's not just the Ronin that makes this card alive. It's the fact that we have a lot of artifacts within the deck that can work well with this card, like the Statuette here, like the Synthesizer, like our Bankbuster, you know, and obviously our main card. You know, if you stack artifacts on top of this card, it can get really big and really out of hand. And then we get to our final value card here. 1 copy. I tried more than 1 copy. It's, you know, you can probably get away with cutting it, to be honest, and playing something else. Like you can play an extra removal spell, or you can play, for example, a 4 of Harvester. You don't really need the Bankbuster because you already have an artifact that's going to get crewed per se, or going to like mobilize an attack. But I want the Bankbuster because it's a 4/4. It can draw you cards and it can easily get crewed within the deck. And honestly, if you take all the charge counters, it can crew itself. So the card does it all. So very like mediocre card within this deck specifically, but it's an insane card within itself. So I thought 1 of would play well with a lot of cards here, so why not keep it, you know? So I just kept a 1 of here, and we finish it off with a Meat Hook Massacre. 3 of, necessary, very necessary, you know, especially sometimes you just need to play this card just to contribute more to the burn side of the deck. We obviously have 3 ways to burn here. You know, we have the Anvil, the Massacre, and the Warlock class. It's very important. You know, Anvil itself doesn't really do much if it's the only copy on the battlefield. If you have more than 1 copy on the battlefield, and let's say you have a Meat Hook Massacre and a Warlock class, then you're killing your opponent so rapidly, you know. But if you don't, you need other ways to kill your opponent. And obviously our deck doesn't have creatures that are really big, or creatures that are going to deal a lot of damage every turn. So we needed all the help that we can get. And I found out that the deck works really well within itself, just like that. Everything contributes very well. You always have a synergy. You always have a thought going on of what to play or how to play a certain card in any certain scenario. So everything works out very well, and I've been impressed. You know, I guess you just don't need a 3-drop or a 4-drop or an Invoke Despair or anything like that. You know, you can play an Invoke Despair within this deck. You can change this deck and still play the theme of burn, but at the same time play more mid-range, right? Play more mid-rangey cards that can contribute a little more. But I thought, you know, I wanted an aggro version that is very rapid. You know, if you don't kill your opponent if your board gets wiped, I guess, you know, the deck lacks in a couple of things. First of all, like, you lose badly against the card Farewell, the board wipe, and you lose badly against that one Golgari card, because we only run 1 and 2 mana cards, and also you struggle against removing, like, you struggle against decks that have artifacts and enchantments. You struggle with removing certain things from the battlefield. All you can remove are creatures within this deck. So you're going to try to, like, stall as much as possible and drain as much as possible just so you can win, you know? That's the idea. Of course, not every deck is going to have it all, and that's not what we're looking for here. I'm not looking for a deck to have it all every time I play this game, you know? I'm just looking to try out different strategies and just have fun with them, basically. The idea behind 22 lands is consistency, basically. If you go less than 22, you're really breaking a lot of times, and you really need, like, you might look at the deck and say, oh, I need only 2 lands and I'll get away with it. No, you need like 4 lands, just so you can double spell your 2 drops, you know? And just having more lands in general unlocks a lot of possibilities. Also, like, you have things to pay, right? You can, sometimes you might need to pay the 3 mana for this to get a samurai, right? Sometimes you need to channel this. Having only 2 lands on the battlefield, yeah, you can play things, but it makes your playstyle so slow, while having more lands on the battlefield makes you so quick, and you can do a lot of things. So it's pretty good. 22, more than enough. I'm not gonna play more than 22, and I'm not gonna play less than 22. Maybe you can get away with playing 21, but it's going to be a struggle, and I want it to be as consistent as possible. So yeah, with that being said, that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. The gameplay is relatively short, mainly because, like, I spent a lot of time on testing, and I don't have a lot of time to spend on the game, unfortunately. So I believe the video is going to be relatively shorter than all the other ones. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. And if you do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, you can, you know, get more involved within the channel and help me out personally for my time by becoming a patron, but it's all up to you. Anything you do, any kind of support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the games. Let me know what you think about the deck, and I'll see you later with another video. Okay, bye. All right, let's try this out. Okay, we'll keep this. Let's see how it works. Play the Hive, I guess, first. Or play the Mountain. Nice. Sure. Alright, do we get this down first? Yeah, let's get it down. Why not? Valky's fine. Valky is fine. So this is a pretty interesting deck that I had interest in, and we're giving it a shot. We're giving it a shot right now, so we'll see how it works. All right, so what's the play here? We have to play the land, that's for sure. I guess just the Harvester and the Surge. Submit 0. Yeah, just the Surge for now. Okay. Sure. We get the Ronin back, but then what we do is we sacrifice the blood token. Make a creature. That's pretty good. Do we play the Ronin, I guess? And let's just go for it. It's got haste. Let's do that again. And I guess we can play the statuette here. I don't hate that idea. Get the Ronin back. It's working out pretty good so far. Yep, and that's game. All right. Man, this is a really good hand, isn't it? This is insane. We lead with the Epicure, I believe. Yeah, sure. Ronin comes down on turn 3. Alright, we're playing against a blue player, so that's fine. Let's attack first. Play the Patchwork here. This is going to be really good. This is going to be super good. So let's play the Ronin here. See if they have any response. It seems like it's Dry Disruption, but yeah, they know what it is. This is going to get bigger and we're too aggro for them. Pretty good. Alright. This is pretty good. I guess we'll try this out. Okay. So no removal, huh? Alright. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we play the Ronin. It gets blocked anyway. Oh, we should have played the Hive. Alright, this gets countered. We should have played the Hive. That flips next turn. Yep. That's okay. What do they want to take? The other one? Sure. Alright. Just kill that. Just kill it. We need more red sources. We really do. Alright, let's play this. Hopefully we can find the land off the top. No land. Sure. Just attack. They're gonna let that go through. Okay. So that's what they're about. That's fine. So we play the Ronin. Let's be super aggressive and let's try to grow this. Do we play the Statuette? I guess we just play the Anvil first. That's okay. And they should have targeted this. I mean, hello? That's fine. We still knock their life points down. We still have answers in our hand as well, which is pretty good. I think next turn we're going to sacrifice the synthesizer here. Yeah, you draw, you discard. Kind of a terrible control deck. It really is. To have all these creatures, I mean, they're not really going to go head to head with us here anytime soon. Still have responses, that's fine. I mean, they have Siphon Insight, they have a lot of things here. This, though, is very terrible. Okay. I guess they have it all, right? They have all kinds of responses here. That's okay. What do we sacrifice? Let's sacrifice this. Let's see what we draw off the top. We have both colors and we only run 2 mana spells. You know, it's our highest, so we can still do something here. Really? They're going to try to save that? That's desperate. Do we want to give that out? Not really. Alright, let's just play this. Pass. We're applying enough pressure, you know, we're not letting them really control us all that much. I mean, all they have is just removal so far. Alright. Whoops, hold on. Cancel. Let's play this first. Create a blood token. And then let's loot. Okay, first one goes through, second one goes through. Let's see what we draw. Hopefully something good. No patchwork right now, please. Okay, they're going to take the draw off of us. Deadly Dispute is amazing here. Yeah, they're going to take the block now. Okay, just pass. That's pretty good. I think we're doing really, really well here. They're almost dead. Okay. Another Siphon Insight. They have to play that if they want it to stay. They'll be left with 3 mana open. They have 1 in hand. How many do you run? So many. Okay. They're trying to find answers here, obviously. Okay, that's game. Good game. That's game. That was pretty good. We have to mulligan that one. That's for sure. What do we keep though? We don't even have black mana. Alright. I mean, we have to do what we can do here. We can't mulligan twice. Nice. That's pretty lucky. Yeah. It's very lucky. Let's play the statuette first. Play Anvil next turn. Yeah. That is a removal spell. Okay. Let's play Anvil. Yep, that's a removal spell. Sure. Let's deal that damage. Yep. Let's do our thing. Turn 3. Interesting. Meat Hook Massacre for 1. Okay. Gain 1 life. Sure. Let's play our synthesizer here, see what we get. Surge doesn't really do us any favors. Let's kill the synthesizer here. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, let's play that. I mean, why not? Ronan has been pretty good. Pass. They just want to remove these? That's funny. That's really funny. Nice. Wedding announcement. Wedding announcement is fine. Let's equal that. Alright, equal their Meat Hook Massacre. I don't want to pay 1 for it, so... Let's play the Epicure here. Play our Ronin. Nice. Let's kill that. Nice. We're doing our thing here, draining them slowly. Every turn we're dealing damage and we're draining them. So that's pretty good. Should I wipe the board? Or should I have wiped the board when I play Meat Hook Massacre, when I played Meat Hook Massacre, you know? But no, I think I played it perfect. They're attacking here, so what is that? What is that? That's fine, you can attack. You can deal that 1 damage. Another Meat Hook Massacre, maybe? Kaya Geist Hunter.
I'm not gonna let you. Oh, give up already.
Okay.
You're outnumbered.
Interesting. Do we test the waters with the reinforced Ronin, see if they want to block it? They let it through. Sure.
I don't deserve this.
Play the Harvester. Just pass. Just pass. Just keep Infernal Grasp open. You never know. You never know. He's become 2-2. Okay. So they block here, they block here. Let's attack. Sure. Sure. Yep, we always kill the hive. Alright. Anvil on one of these. Just pass. They're getting slowly drained, which is pretty good. They have to get rid of the Anvil, and sadly their Vanishing Verse cannot target it. Another one is fine by me. Really? Yeah. Yep, we just equal each other out. That's okay. Another Epicure. We can rebuild. We can always rebuild, which is pretty good. If they play the waiting game, we just drain them to death. We don't need to attack here. We really don't need to attack. We just play the waiting game. We have 2 blood tokens. We have a treasure token. As long as this is not dealt with, we're fine. And they know it, you know? So that's game. It's pretty good. Alright. Terribly slow hand, but we'll keep. Let's kill that. Let's lead with the statuette. So that next turn, if we want to attack, we can deadly dispute the blood token. Jadar. Okay. Zombies. Haven't seen that in a while. Do we play the other statuette here? Okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. We have the deadly dispute. We can do the double statuette next turn. Yeah. Let's just attack. Sure. They're not gonna want to block with the Jadar. Hagra mauling. Okay. It's pretty good for us. Man, so many deadly disputes. Just so many. Do we want to play the Ronin? I mean, why not? I don't see why not. We're going to have to block here, yeah. It's just so much damage on the board. We pass. Just in case they want to wipe the board or kill something here. Yeah. That's okay. Do we kill one? But that means we have to use our treasure though. Okay. I think we take this turn to do we just attack with the Ronin? If the Ronin dies. Just one. Yeah, they get a lot of tokens. But what can you do, right? It's double headless rider. There's nothing you can do. Just pass. Honestly. Just pass. Yikes. Yeah, what can we do about that? Okay. They're playing defense. Playing a lot of defense. Okay. Let's get this down. Let's kill one of these. Submit 0. Let's play this. And just pass. Just try to drain them here. Another Jadar. I mean, triple Deadly Dispute has to be devastating, right? Still draining them. They have to start attacking. Like, they just have to. They absolutely have to start attacking here. Because, I mean, what's the holdup for, right? So we've got 5. We can wipe the board. One, two, 3, 4. No, we've got 4. My bad. Okay, that's fine. We can stall a bit longer. All right. Let's draw with the first one. Interesting choices. If we play the synthesizer, would I rather play the Bankbuster or the synthesizer? I think I take the synthesizer here. But we don't play it just yet. We play another Warlock class. We just pass. Okay. That's fine. I don't think they can win. I don't think that they have a way within the black colors only to defeat our deck. Yeah, I'll kill Jadar. Sure. They're still losing life. Academes. Okay. So they only have one non-token zombie. If we draw a land here, yeah, I kind of wish that it was untapped, to be honest. What do? We go synthesizer here. See if we get anything. Patchwork. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can wipe the board successfully next turn. Grasp. Haunted Ridge. I'd rather take another synthesizer. Yeah, let's just pass here. We can always crew these and block if things get out of hand. Right? Yeah, they're trying to go for the kill here. So they've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they've got a lot of damage here. So I think we have to crack these. Or crack one of them at least. Yeah. Let's discard the Ronin. Is it the Ronin though? Yeah. Sure. Let's block a big one, like the Headless Rider, right? We have to block the Headless Rider. Let's block both of these, just like that. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not enough. Nice, that's pretty good. Gain life. Nice. That's game. Yep. It's pretty good. We played it well.